These early steps are being taken to ensure that next year's midterm elections are peaceful and orderly. Deputy Presidential Spokesperson Abigail Valdez says this is the marching order of President Aquino to newly appointed DILG Secretary Mar Rojas. The security measures being taken include the identification of election hotspots and the dismantling of private armies. Rocky Ignacio with the details.
The government is making that next year's elections will be peaceful. Deputy Presidential Spokesperson Abigail Valdez said the DILG and the Philippine National Police are now determining the possible election hotspots in order to beef up security on those areas. The Aquino administration also intends to neutralize all private armed groups before the 2013 midterm elections. This was the marching order of President Aquino to DILG Secretary Mar Rojas following the alleged election-related violence in Zamboanga and North Cotabato.
Yung sa election-related violence naman, yung we have already been making preparations even before. If you remember, na-task na po ang PNP, na-deputize na ang PNP to help the COMELEC ensure that there will be peaceful, non-violent, and orderly elections. Their preparations have already started. Part of this is the identification of the election, what we call the election hotspots, and concentrating measures there to make sure that the elections in those areas will be peaceful.
At present, the government has reported a significant decrease in the number of private armed groups. The Aquino administration has identified 80 private armed groups in the country when it assumed office in 2010. Meanwhile, only 2 government officials have resigned to run next year. These are former MTRCB Chair Grace Pola Manzares, who joined the senatorial slate of the administration coalition, and National Food Authority Administrator Lito Banayo, who intends to run as governor in Agusan.
That the vice chair, si Emmanuel Borlaza, will be taking over temporarily until a new chair is named by the president. As we mentioned over the weekend, yung term po kasi ng board, ng chair and ng vice chair only lasts for a year. So the entire board is up for reappointment also. Second, I spoke to the former administrator of the NFA, si Administrator Banayo, and he confirms that he has already filed his certificate of candidacy in Butuan yesterday, and that Secretary Prosi Alcala of the Department of Agriculture will be designating an OIC or an acting administrator in the time being while the replacement is while the president is yet to appoint the replacement.
Meanwhile, President Aquino appointed former Isabela Governor Grace Padaca as the 7th Commissioner of the Commission on Elections, replacing Augusto Lagman. Padaca will serve as Commissioner until February 2018. Presidential spokesperson Edwin Lacerda said the appointment papers of Padaca had been transmitted to the COMELEC. The post has been left vacant since April. For the People's Television, Rocky Ignacio.